But we just want to start off, we got my boy MTRockee in the cut. We appreciate you coming out for real for the episode.
Man, nice to have me. Nice to have me.
Yes, sir. But so the first question I was gonna ask you, like, when did you really start getting into music? Like, what made you really start that and start taking it as a career?
Pretty much how it was I used to hang around a lot of people that did music, and it's like, because coming up in high school and stuff, like, I always just loved listening to music. Like, I loved being that kid that just like, yo, people used to come to me, what's a fire track? I can bump, you know what I mean? Because I'd be listening to like everything, especially in high school. I was into like Chief Keef. So pretty
Chief
much
Soul.
like, he was just going everywhere with things. So it's like more times like I would just like listening to different kinds of music. So from then I actually just liked music just in general. It's when I started to hang around people that like made music, and I'm just like, okay, yo, maybe it can kind of carry over just a bit, but at the end of it, I know it's still gonna be a grind, because like I don't know how to do this shit. Like, I'm just trying out. You know what I mean? But like, that's definitely what it was. It's just like I always liked it, and then people around me. It's like your influence, it's your environment, right? If everybody's hooping around you, then you're gonna be looking at ball videos. You know what I mean? If everybody's listening to music and trying to create music, then you're gonna just start to study it like that kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that too. But you know what's crazy? It feels like a lot of people, it's like they used to hoop and stuff, and then they started then everyone would stop hooping and then start making music. That's like what a lot of people do. Once they stop hooping, they start making music.
Yeah, I'm definitely a victim to it. Yeah, I can't even lie, but I just feel like it gives you another option, because like, think of it, it's like a lot of the times where I really look at that stuff and I see, why does that happen? It's like, well, think of it, if you couldn't shoot like the ball the best, and you don't play after high school, a lot of people just say, okay, what do I do next? Yo, a lot of people just got thrown into that oasis of like, yo, I used to hoop, I used to play all these sports, but it didn't really pan out. You know what I mean? So like, some people weren't able to play after that, so it was just like, a lot of them were just like, hey, yo, what do we do next? A lot of them end up in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? A lot of people just end up working normal things and stuff like that. But it's just like, when it comes to music, I really feel like it doesn't matter like whether you stop something and do it. Like, the beauty of it is just that like, it's your own pace. That's what I love it the best. It's like, nobody's really telling you, oh, yo, you have to do this by this, but that's like, if you set up your music life that way, then like, that works for you, then go ahead. They're just like, the best thing about it, I feel like, for me, is just like, especially when you want to take it to that, when you try to get it to go to that level of just like, okay, yo, like, I can really sustain myself off this. You know what I mean? I've always liked it to be me that likes to sustain myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really like to,
rely on others for that's actually big time you said that, because you said, yo, it's your own pace and stuff, and like ball or like sports, bro, you're waiting on that coach to give you an offer, like you're waiting on someone's approval,
you know what I mean? Like,
to even like move on to the next step, where it's like, for example, like, you dropped in 2020 and now you just came out with some shit out, you know what I'm saying, 2023, and it's like a 3-year break, but it's like you came back harder than ever, at your own pace and stuff.
100%,
so,
because it's just like, it's like what Nipsey used to talk about. It's like, you know what they say, like, survival mode. It's like, when I used to make music, then I'm just like, damn, I really want to make music, but then it's just like, I can't really, like, I have no ways of doing this. You know what I mean? I have no ways of like actually doing it, whether it was funding, whether it was connections, whether it was just even knowing how to make a song. You know what I mean? I feel like the best thing for me is failure, because it's like, if it doesn't work, okay, now I know what doesn't work, let me try again. And it's like, nobody's over me. It's like one of my homies, one of the best advices that he ever told me, because like, you're trying to holler at a shorty type shit, you know what I mean? You down, niggas. Like, and he just like, yo, fam, like, it's not the NBA, or it's not like you're in the league right now. Like, they're not keeping track of your field goal percentage. So it's just like, yo, go do your Dougie, man. You know? And it's like, sure. It always stuck with me, because it's just like, yo, like, a lot of the times, like, we put ourselves into like these stats, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, we put ourselves into these stats. It's like, and you try to like you basically try to like lie to yourself, and you basically try to be like, oh, yo, it's either this way or next way. But I just kind of see it as like I push whatever I do. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have nobody over telling me I could take another 3 years off if I wanted to.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just in my life, whether it's music, whether it's my business, whether it's anything like that, it's just like I push every envelope that gets turned. You know what I mean? It's like I control that because more times in my life when I was looking for assistance, it's always like it comes second handed or it comes like, you know what I mean, like a double edged sword. So more times like when you grow up that way, it's just like KO fam, you have to sustain yourself because realistically, like nobody's really gonna push it like you. You know.
Facts.
So you just dropped a new track, but you said you took a 3-year break, right? So what was the inspiration to like come back to music? And then another question on top of that, what was the inspiration with the song as well?
Well, with the song, I'll start with the comeback to music. I've been with that whole 3-year break. I've been in the studio twice a week, 4 hours. So 8 hours a week. So I was still working the whole time. But then my homie Vic, the one that like engineers my music and stuff like that, and a lot of my friends been telling me from time too, but they're just like, yo, fam, you know you still make music, huh? And it's just like, yo, imagine being in the stew for 3 years straight, locked in. You know, you're just making song after song after song after song, and you're like, oh yo, fuck. Creating music is like the first step, but it's like the other part is like you're actually dropping that shit. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what I got caught up in because it's like, oh yo, okay, yo. It just became such a routine for me that I didn't realize that like, yo, fam, you know, you still have to drop this music. And one of the biggest things about it was when I first came out and I was dropping music, I didn't even know how I wanted to sound.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like almost like I call it like if everybody watches like Dragon Ball Z, I call it like the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like I just felt like I hopped in that shit and this was like, yo, I'm locked in. The niggas said, yo, there's a whole thing going on outside. You gotta get out there. I'm just like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot I'm still here. You know? And if you actually watch that shit, like time flies in that.
Yeah.
Right. So then it's like you look back, you're like, oh shit, like 3 years done passed. I didn't drop shit. I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So then I was just like, okay, I want to drop, but like, I want to come out at least like hard. You know what I mean? I feel like one of the biggest things is like, I like to harmonize and I like to do all those kind of things, but I didn't feel like a harmony song was, after 3 years of just being in a spot, like a harmony type song is not what you needed. You know what I mean? It's not like,
I can see
that's
that,
not the route right now. You know what I mean? You gotta let motherfuckers know, hey yo, my nigga, like yo, I'm back, like da like ain't shit changed, shit actually got better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just really just trying to show that and just, you know what I mean, speak that through my music. So that was the reason of dropping it, and I felt like that song was just kind of more like
turn. That shit was turned
in your face. You know what I mean? And just like even that whole shit happened, like just the how the whole video played out. It was all just like the work of God. It was like, damn, you have a whole that after that, like yo, you might as well just, you know what I mean? And it just became even nicer. You know what I'm saying? So it was lit like that.
And even that one too, I feel like the timing of it was sick because it's like kind of like a summer track. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for sure some you could like hear that shit in the club. You know, like it's that type of track. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I actually want to hear it in the club at one point.
Inshallah, one day. You know,
one day.
What's it called? What was I gonna say? The freaking. Yeah, you see, you're finding your flow, right? Would you say to this day you're still finding it?
You're always finding it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the things my mom always said is like, yo, she's like, yo, like, you know what's crazy? When you get to my age, you're still going to be trying to learn. You're still going to be trying to learn yourself. So it's no different than your music. It's like ask a bodybuilder that's been in the gym for like 25 plus years. Is he still not going to go to the gym? Like, absolutely.
No days off. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just kind of see it like that. But I'm just happy to be really releasing again because, like, even it said 3 years, 8 hours every week. There's 52 weeks in a year. Like, Oh, a lot of songs, man.
That's like, but that's the consistency. Like you see, like people out here, the young rappers or whoever's trying to see it, like just going at your own pace. The man, that's 3 years straight. It's like a part-time job, you know.
Yeah, literally.
Without seeing much reward from it, but you're still just putting your head down, putting in the work.
Because the best thing about it is like, even if I never actually realized, oh, I have to drop the music, and I just kept going, making music, I'd be happy. Because it's not something that I dropped to be like, oh, I'm gonna be the next little baby. I mean, it's like, yo, fam, I actually like doing the thing, fam.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, I actually like doing the thing. Like, if I have a certain emotion, I can write it into like a bunch of words, make it all sound catchy, hop on a different beat. Then it becomes the whole engineering part. That's a whole next process where I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to learn, and I'm seeing my homie just go in and all these kind of things. So it's like, that's why I love it. That's why, like, I don't really care to people say, oh, drop, or oh, it's not doing numbers. Like, bro, fam, I just like doing the thing.
Yeah, it's basically like getting reps up. It's like about, you know, you're just trying to go shoot, get reps up.
Yeah, I just like doing the thing, you know. So that's why I always stay consistent with it, because it's like there's a love for it. It's not let me drop because niggas are making change and now I'm gonna blow up and da da da. It's like, yo, fam, like, if that's what you want, cool. But it just like, I really feel like when you do things for money, God walks out the room. When you do it out of your heart, like, He kind of places things in the way for you to like just kind of see a path, you know.
So, but think about it, how he's thinking too, because it's like, you know, obviously we think it's kind of the same thing as like, oh, some things we do good in. We thought, oh, we thought we would get more views and this and that, and then when you don't get it, you're like. Okay, just back to the drawing board, because that's all that can happen.
That's all you can do. You
can't change the fact that it didn't get viewed. You know, you just gotta keep doing.
Yeah, and it's like, even too, when it comes to certain things, like, people are gonna hate you for dropping the music. Yeah. People are not gonna hate you for dropping the music. People are gonna love you for dropping it. People are not gonna love you for dropping. It's like, yo, people are gonna wake up and see a person doing themselves and be like, yo, I don't like it. It's like, okay, somebody else will. Exactly. And it's like, no matter what in life, like, I've always learned, like, you just got to keep on doing what works for you, because it works for you. Even right now, you guys can't see what I'm looking at right now. So how am I going to tell you what to put in front of you? How am I going to... It's your vision, fam. You know what I mean? You need glasses. I need glasses. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's our vision. Like, I see things differently the way you see different things. You see things, you know what I mean? So I never ever wanted to look at somebody and be like, oh, yo, like I'ma hate on them, or even to just to be like, yo, like, I'm not gonna tune into what they're doing, because just like, yo, I see everybody. The grind is against poverty, not me. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of it all, just like, I really just want to see people do what's best for them, and that's what I try to do, at least. You know what I mean? So to anybody that's making their content, to anybody that's on their grind for anything, like, just keep doing you. You know what I mean? They're gonna hate you for dropping the new song or the new podcast, and they're not gonna hate you for it. So just keep finding the ones that fuck with you.
Yeah, well, there's too many opinions to like really value them like that. Value them.
It's like, just too much. Like, you just gotta keep going, because like, the more I notice, anything that you don't do, you're garbage at. Yeah, you're garbage at. But then the more you do it, it's like, yo, I got a little bit sicker.
Okay, yeah.
I got a little bit sicker. I got a little bit sick. Okay, yo, let me try this now. Okay, yo. You know what I mean? You're always gonna be shit at something. Nobody said, yo, you have to be the perfect person. You have the blueprint. Da da da. You know what I mean? Like, bro, fam, you're gonna be shit at it at first. When you first shot a ball, like, you know what I mean? Did you think it was ever gonna get that far?
Yeah, facts.
Exactly, but you just kept shooting it because you're like, yo, fuck, like, I got a little bit better since the last time. Or even, yo, I messed up even worse than the time again, but because I fuck with it that much, I'm gonna try again and shoot the thing again. Like, that's it.
The failures, that's the way you get better. But just like you're saying, the podcast is the perfect example, because, yo, we start from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now we're coming in here, like, motherfuckers used to have, like, lists of questions and, like, notes, thinking we were shaking. Now you just come in, you know, just talk shit, whatever's going on, you know?
It's better like that. I noticed, too, it's because, like, when I'm thinking about we're starting the pod, I'm thinking, like, okay, what am I going to say? Yeah. And then the camera starts rolling, and it's kind of just like, all right, we're just going to let it go.
We're just out here. Yes, let it go. Let it go.
But, yo, I had a question, actually, about, like, making music videos. Well, first, how many have you made? Like, have you made a lot of music videos?
Like, before, what was it? I had Spend It, Genesis, My Zone, and Hustler's Prayer. But those ones are like super old. Like those ones are like the 3-year-old ones. And it's crazy because like I always tell people, even when you're trying to do something, one of the biggest things is effort.
And that's controllable.
The biggest thing is that, you know what I mean, is effort. Because even too, when I reminisce on those videos, like these types, like even like the song like Bop on It, like I have almost like a bunch of Bop on It type songs. But when you don't really put in the effort on certain things, you know what I mean? It's just like they're not really hearing your true message. They're not really seeing it is what it is. They're seeing partial of the message. You know what I mean? And I just feel like even at this point in time, if you ever hear about something that's like opportunity meets preparation, I just felt like, yo, like it was a good time. A very, very good time for that song. You know?
The time is key.
Yeah, I'll say it was a good time for it, because I'm seeing a lot of rappers are like, that's kind of a lane that a lot of people are in right now. You know, like it's kind of like a New York kind of sound going on. I'm hearing it, and it's like, it's smart that you're doing that, because nobody here is really doing it.
Nobody.
So someone might click on YouTube that, oh, they're doing this over there. Now you might get a whole different fan base.
Exactly. And the funniest thing about it is because people, like even to when I've been doing a bunch of features and stuff, people have been coming at me with those kind of beats.
Okay.
But like, it's funny. My favorite beats are Memphis. Like my name is MT, but like my initials are MT. But like Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis beats are the hardest beats I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like for me, like
down south,
like down, like that is like those beats. Like one of my top artists is Young Dolph, and I love almost everything that nigga put out. Plus, even too, like any of his new artists like Kenny Money, Key Glock, Big Mushy Grape, like all these guys, like those are guys I really be spinning, and it's like, yo, like I love those beats. So even though like, we would come at me with these same like those type beats, I love them, and they're super hype, and I like same thing, like perfect timing for them, because like especially here nobody really does those. But it's just like, if anything I want people to know is, yo, Memphis type beats are the hardest beats I've ever heard.
Shit, so I need to actually tap in, because I can't really imagine one right now. Like
that's the thing, like, you know what I mean? It's just so like, whoa. You know, like I don't know. Maybe I just see it a different way, you know.
Yeah, no, but it makes sense. Like, it's like some people like Chicago beats or like whatever. But I wanted to ask though about making music videos. Like, how is it hard to like put the song? You have the inspiration for making a song, but is it easy to match that with in a video form, or is it hard to get ideas to make a music video?
Honestly, it's hard to match it, especially when it's just like, okay, let's do this. Like, you see, if you go into a music video and you have like certain things set up for your music video and all that, the video becomes a little bit easier, and then you can kind of freestyle within it, add a little pizzazz to it. But matching the vision is probably like, cause like think of it, like if I want to match my vision, it's gonna be like bad, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like some crazy, you know what I mean? But it's like, you can't do that. You're not there yet. You know what I mean? You gotta like kind of dial it down. So it's like, all right, what can I work with? And it's like, especially for that video, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of my homies, cause there was a lot. Like, funny enough, like however many people were there was like 20 people that still like ended up flopping type shit. You know what I mean? But the homies that were there, like I ain't even gonna lie, like shout out my like GB niggas, STW.
Yeah. Shout
out them niggas, cause like, yo, like more times they've been, yo, we should do this, yo, Crow, yo, dog, yo, let's do this, yo. And then the whole zooming up scene, the one homie said, yo, fam, this how you're gonna do it, my nigga. You're gonna go boom, and yo, it's gonna work. And then my homie Jeremy, homie, like that's homie from time to time, because all those videos I dropped 3 years ago, it's always been him.
Okay, so
yeah, Jeremy's been my dog. Like, I met him when I was 4, and I've known him for more than half of my life. You know?
That helps though, if you could do the videos with someone you're close with, so it's like boom, like you could really communicate how you want it to be.
Exactly, that too. And literally, we just had all the scenes. He linked me at the crib. We balled up. And yo, man, he just made a video. You know this video. Oh man, I put this here. You put this here. Yo, this a low key look cool. You know what I mean? It's our sauce. You know what I mean? It's our sauce. It's never really. I never like a lot of times when video guys hit me up like. I always want Jeremy to be there, and I always want Jeremy's like name on things because like yo, Jeremy's like. I just see it as like when you see other people come up, now you pay them for their sauce, right? So it's just like I want that to be kind of like my kind of thing with him because like that's my dog from 4 years old. Yeah, I've known him way more than a lot of people, and he's always been him, so I can't even.
Yeah, it's D1.
Yeah, D1.
My favorite part of the video is guys like GB, Southside Gang. It's actually a cap.
Yeah, because like literally we're there, you know, and then I'm just talking shit to him. Cause I just pull up on him, I'm just talking shit to him. I'm like, yo, this video's low-key ham. Why is the camera? And we're just there talking, and then he loves to add like those little things in it too, because.
No, that's a raw version.
Yeah,
you know,
raw
that's real
version,
shit.
really raw versions of everything, you know. So
no, the video is kind of like folks sending me it and everything. You're seeing it on the net. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well in two now. It's at like 24K in 3 weeks.
Mashallah, that's sick.
It's pretty good, you know. It's pretty good.
I had a question too. You know, so when you're in the freaking booth and stuff, freestyling shit, or like when you're making music, do you be writing down, or is it like what percentage of it writing down or just freestyling?
I be writing.
You writing?
I be writing, yo. I ball up a lot, and yo, trying to keep these words in my head. Like I be seeing some homie. I have one homie Polo, bro. This guy just goes in, one time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not even like he one time shit, but like he can just say the words over and over again. Yeah. Me, the thing is, like I write it, but like let's say like the beat's going, I'll let the beat go for like 30 minutes. I'll write like a 16. I would have said it over like probably about 50 to 60 times.
In the 30 minutes?
In that 30 minutes as I'm writing it. And then I'll go in and I'll do a whole chunk. And then I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, like redo it. Okay, yeah, this sounds better. You know what I mean? And I just keep kind of going with that. But I have to write. You know what I mean? It's like, I like freestyling. And I started freestyling. Like how I ever started like getting into rap was freestyling. But I always found that like I would say the sickest bars and not remember it.
Oh, okay.
So how I make my songs is literally freestyle in your head. Oh, that's a low-key sick bar. Okay, you'll write it down. That's how I do it. You know what I mean? I don't like going there like freestyling because like I feel like I'll go all over the place. I have so much to say. You know what I mean? So it's like I really do that. And another thing is when I go in there, yo, the mic is like this high, like. Like I'm telling you, like I keep it low. I don't know why, and I just talk my shit. I don't know, like I don't know why. I just keep the like I'm not that short, you know. What I mean? But it's just like yo, like I keep it hella low, and I just go in, you know.
So how many people do you like bring to the studio with you, or do you like to go by yourself?
By myself.
Why though? What? Talk about that.
By myself, just because like I get into the best zone. I find that sometimes when you get into the studio with homies, a lot of like time is wasted. Needs to be talking about random shit. So I feel like a lot of time ends up wasted, but I just like to go in by myself because it's like it allows me to be the most creative. It's like let's say you do something and someone says, oh yo, you shouldn't do it that way, you should do it this way, and you fix it. But then that way that you originally did was actually the way. I don't want anybody to come and have to say that to me. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm going on a track with you, then by all means, this is our track. You know what I mean? It's our track. You know what I mean? But I just feel like with this, there's no blueprint. You know what I mean? When people came through sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks, they thought, oh, this guy's crazy. But then now what? He's getting paid $1 million for it. Like, yo, millions of dollars for it. It's like, yo, how wrong was he for it? He just came in with a sauce. They rock with the sauce. They pay you for the sauce. Or they not even pay you because one, the money's, but they celebrate you for the sauce. You know what I mean? They say, okay, yo, this is a different style and all that. Like, we rock with it, you know? Because people rock. You'd be surprised what people rock with.
Well, it's true because like think of it like yo, Lil Uzi, like that's crazy. Like everyone fucks with his shit, and it's like certain people would say that sounds like trash. And it's like people like Travis Scott and different artists like that, you know.
Yeah, it's like everybody has a different sauce. It's like let's say you have a piece of chicken or whatever, everybody's gonna sauce it up a different way and serve it to you.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? They're just gonna have their ingredients and they sauce it up their way and they serve it to you. That's no different than what music is than when somebody's eating at a restaurant. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Where you at right now? Are you in a space where you want to be like, you want people to feature on your songs, or you just want to be doing your own thing right now? Like, what's the move right now for you?
It's like getting shots up in the gym. It's like
Yeah.
I want to work with whatever I can. You know what I mean? Whoever rocks with me, they rock with me. Like let's lock in. Like I've never been prejudiced to that because like you never know what kind of music you can make with people, and you never know who you can meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never been a person that's like, oh, like, nah, I'm just working on, like, bro, yo, you're just cutting off a whole connection that you never know. Now
Exactly.
you know this happens, this, that, and it's like, okay, yo, I rock with it. So I'm always open to rock with people, and I feel like people should be actually more open to rock with it, especially like just in the city in general. I feel like people should always be open to really work for people because I just compare it to like this. Like I always talk about Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Like when Chief Keef first came up, right? Then you learn of Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Then you learn of G Herbo. Like, oh, who does he hang with? What does he listen to? You know what I mean? Then you learn of all these people. So it's like I would never look at the next person in my city or anywhere else for that matter and be like, yo, like, nah, I don't want to work with you, da 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 type shit. Because just like, yo, it works for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's say I become popping. Okay, yo, I'm popping now. Who does he hang with? Oh, he hangs with people like Shamsi. Shamsi's one of the artists that I rock with, you know what I mean? Listens to him. Oh, people like Penny. You know what I mean? Penny's another person, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yo, he listens to his music. Oh, he's sick. Da da da. Who does he rock with? Da da da. Like, it's all just like intertwining, you know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, we're a city, and what gets me more times is like we don't have like a Gucci man over us saying, you know what, this little nigga's sick. Let me just sign this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that.
Missing. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. You know what I mean?
Like,
We don't have no man's over us talking like yo da 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 like yo this guy's low key sick. He can go on. More times when people make it out make it from here, they dip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I can't blame them. I see why. I
Yeah.
see why they dip. But at the end of the day, one of the biggest things I learned from basketball is if you can't ball at home court, you can't ball anywhere else. And it's just like, yo, me personally, like I said, I don't make music to be the next top nigga. It's like, yo, if y'all fuck with my shit, y'all fuck with my shit. If y'all don't, you know, I'm gonna keep making music and I'm just gonna keep trying to drop something because I like doing it. Yeah, I just like doing it. I'm just an honest person that just likes to do it.
Yeah, but like you're saying, that mindset you have with how like just folks need to work together, I feel like I don't know why the whole city doesn't have that. Cause just like from the outside looking in, like if I was in this game, I'd be trying to connect with everyone who has a little bit of motion, and we all come up together. That's the only way the city gonna be on the map, you know. So
that's literally it.
I don't know what's confusing about it with the folks. I don't know.
I don't know. I just kind of see it as it's not a confusion that I put into me. It's like I understand it, so whoever understands that, they understand it. I'm not gonna try and force the next person to understand it. If that's how they feel, that's how they came up. By all means, fam, you know what I mean? You're entitled to it because I don't know what you went through. Same thing. I can't see your vision. I don't know if I don't want to work with people because this person's snake, this person. If that's what you know, and that's what you've like lived. It's like okay, yo, I can't hate on it. That's just how it goes. But me personally, on my end, I just always want to work with people that are around. You know what I mean? Because number one, it's like I don't have anybody else trying to work with me. You know what I mean? And it's just like even to the other day, like I noticed I knocked out 10 features from people, and there's some people from local.
Yeah, wait, in one day?
No, not in a day. Like it's over like a span of a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But it's just like I've been in the studio that much. I'm just like, oh shit, yo, nigga, just finished like 10 features.
Yeah, and that's like a lot, low key.
That's a lot. You know what I mean? It's like people do reach out and say, yeah, I want to rock with you. I have a person from overseas that actually hit me up. They said they want to rock with me. You know what I mean? So I'm just really gonna work with that and just keep working, keep networking and working. That's the only way you can really learn something, come up in it, and be better at it. You know?
Yeah.
So do you have like a fee in terms of for like when people hit you up to be a feature, or is like if you rock with them, you'll do it just because you rock with them?
I see it as this, especially because I took a 3-year break. I'm in go mode. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not really looking at taxing nigga. I'm really looking at alright, another opportunity to get better. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even really tax nigga. You see, when I can get these accolades and be like, all right, yo, this guy's getting this amount of views. He's doing this. Like he's performing here. He's this that. Like when I'm really, you know what I mean, in the depths of it, that's when it's like, okay, yo, now like because I'm actually like out here doing it and all that. Like that's when I can probably start to charge you. You know what I mean, and all these kind of things. But I just see it as like another thing. Like you're 1,000 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You need a feature. I bet this is a part of my journey to try and get better. Whatever song or flow you got, all right, yo, let me see if I can figure that out. So now when I hit my music, now I'm going harder. You know what I mean? Like everything's an investment. So like even to me, just fuck making music. Like I said before, the engineering game is different. Engineering game is different. What I see these people do, they're sitting there. I'm just like.
Yeah,
that is insane.
You know when I realized that too was when I watched Kanye's documentary. You know, because he produces it and everything. I was honestly astonished, dog. I'm like, yo, this is how difficult it is, and and he could do both at a high level. My respect for him went up through the roof. You know,
you know what I mean? It's like, yo, bro, like that's a whole other avenue. Fuck what a nigga saying on the track. That's a whole next avenue. There's people that literally just do that. Don't put no words on it. Doing very well for them. So I just see it as, yo, like I just like music. That's why I do it. I just like to, because I kind of see it as like, in a way, I know this may sound weird, but like music is like the voice of God in a way, kind of. And I'm not saying it in like to be like haram or anything. Yeah, it's like all good. Yeah, it's just like, think of it. Like for example, Soulja Boy, when he was talking about he had a Draco, every man them had a Draco. Like the gun store ain't sell any no more other straps. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, even too back in the days, like 2008, it's like R&B music was like, I want to worship my girl, I want to this that. Yeah. Now it's like, I want to fuck your bitch, just under 30. You notice divorce rates grow up?
Yeah, it's insane now.
You know what I mean? Like everything's kind of like a cause and effect. So at least with my music, I just want you to motivate you to wake up and just try to do better for yourself. Whether it's make some money, go to the gym, will I work your business, whatever. It's just like I just always want that message, that message for me. You know what I mean? To be that, because it's like, yo, you can influence a whole gang of motherfuckers to do some stupid ass shit. Yeah. You know, and it's like, yo, a lot of people with these platforms, they really gotta kind of like watch out what they really be saying and all these kind of things. And it's like, yo, like even just saying a lyric is like almost like a form of like affirmation, manifestation type shit. So you be saying, yo, I wanna ride on a nigga, slice him up, that shit. Next thing you know, you in situations where you can low-key ride on niggas. It's like, you just like, yo, why am I like this? Oh shit. Yeah. Well, my nigga, it's what you wake up like. I know this one shorty, I swear she's a demon. She wake up listening to King Von. Okay, like, I rock with King Von and I bump King Von. You know what I mean? Real nigga. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to the man. Them. Thanks. But at least just like you gonna wake up. The day like you gonna wake up on hot, and then she always comes back and tell me some beef she get into, and I'm just like, really, huh?
I wonder why, right?
I wonder why you went there with the hots. At least bump the nice tracks. He has nice tracks too. But now you playing the ones that's like, yo, my nigga.
You know, like, crazy story and shit.
You know what I mean? You about to ride on a nigga and you going to work. You going to work.
I won't lie, girls listen. Like, I don't understand why a girl would really want to listen to his particular music like that. You know, he's just talking about, like you're saying, demon shit, you know? Like, it's actually storytelling, crazy shit. Yeah.
But the only thing is like we said before, you can't really make it a way where like a person's going to listen to it. People going to listen to it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what, that's one thing I learned. Like, people going to do what they're going to do. They're going to listen to what they're going to listen to, just about finding the right things that they want to listen to. And it's like, I have no problem with bumping it. You know what I mean? I've been a victim of bumping this shit in the morning, but I know it makes me feel hot.
Which is crazy. I used to be busting the same past listening to freaking G Herbo. Yeah, you know what
crazy. And then man's wondering why they're scrapping mans all the time and this, that. Yo, fam, that's like, That's what I mean by the voice of God. If I was to ever bring it
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
I wouldn't say voice of God more or less. I would say more voice of influence.
Sending a message
Like, you
to
know what I mean? You know what I mean?
large
Like,
masses.
you know what I mean? Like sending a message to large masses and people act upon these kind of things. You know what I mean? So I just really want my music at least to be like, yo, wake up, you know, you wake up, I'm making my change, or yo, I'm doing this, I'm hitting the gym, yo, things are working, you know, things are
Yeah.
moving, that's what I always want my music to be about, and like to motivate people to do, or even influence people to do. You know what I mean?
Okay, and that's proper.
Yeah, no, I feel like you're in this mode right now where it's you said you did 10 features. I think you're getting back on it. You've been working all this time. It's like you're in like a little baby mode. You know how little baby was in that mode when he first came in, where he's like, I'm gonna hop in any feature I can hop on. I just want to get out there.
I just want to get out there because it's one thing that I told myself before, like if like I told myself, and like you know, you have those little moments to yourself. I said, okay, yo, I took 3 years off, you know, nothing really came from that. You know what I mean? Except like learning and like how to make music and all that. Like that definitely came from that. But I didn't really push myself. I didn't really, you know what I mean, try my best to try and like get my song. I just kind of did what, you know, generic, you know what I mean, what everybody, like I felt like everybody wanted to hear, you know what I mean, type shit. And it was good, don't get it twisted. But I just told myself before I dropped this song that like just give yourself a year, fam. Just go hard. You know what I mean? Do your feet, do whatever gets thrown at you that you know it can positively impact you. Just try, fam. That's all I'm asking. If after that you feel like yo ain't shit happened, then yo maybe you know what I mean you can fall back and you can whatever. But I feel like everybody just needs that year of like of just solid dedication to things that they rock with, you know? A year, and then that year can turn into many more, but you just need that 1 year because more times you're going through life and you know you're not in school anymore, you know what I mean? Like now life hits you, you know what I mean? It's not hitting it's hitting your friends.
Yeah.
But like you gotta handle your shit.
Yeah, time to grow up at some point. We were talking about it earlier,
like,
you know?
I mean, like it's time to grow up, you know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, that's what I feel like I really got caught in, and just like, okay, yo, if I've done that before, I made music before, I like it, I say I love it, then just give yourself that year of hard work and like try to just lock in. You never know what can come from it. And if you feel like you didn't go hard enough, then it's like maybe it's not for you. I kind of put myself on that like kind of get rich or die trying. Like either you're gonna do it or you're gonna not do it. That's pretty much what I mean. Either you're gonna go hard with this fam and actually try a thing, or you're just gonna succumb to the people that didn't try a thing, and now you're just stuck with life gives you. Like I want to create my path. I don't want my path to be given to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how another person can really tell you Wagwan if you really know Wagwan, you're just not able to do it. That's one big thing. Like I feel like there's mad people that are sick, but they just don't get the opportunity because either like I said, survival mode, life hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They may want to drop their music, but oh yo, they have no money. You know what I mean? Oh, they may want to drop their music, or yo, their mom's in the hospital, or like yo, they just lost a partner. You know what I mean? Like a homie, that type shit. You know what I mean? Life is always going to be hitting, so I just kind of see it as yo, just whether it's my music or next person's music, I'm just gonna go at my own pace and just work for me, you know? Work for me. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I tried, fam. Yo, next thing. You know what I mean? Try again. Whatever you feel like it's in you, just go ahead and do it. I can't tell you what it is.
We had this conversation before you got here, and it was just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to the point now where it's like, life is here, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have to grow up. I can't just be doing what I was doing before. It's like I gotta actually make something now.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You
like
gotta
getting
try.
to that point where it's like let's make something of whatever we're doing now. Whether it's the podcast or anything outside of that. Trying to find our path. That's the point I'm at right now.
And yo, it's like road games, you know what I mean? Like, that's like I love that name because it's like you said before, you have these crazy conversations on the road. Like I know
we had some shit.
We've had some crazy conversations. I remember us singing My Last.
I was gonna bring that out earlier.
Like Chris Brown and Big Sean.
Yo,
I remember I showed you that. I showed you that track, and we're in like the car.
I don't know if we already knew it. Type shit probably came on one time, and the rest is history.
Singing it, fam, like singing it, fam, like. And the funny thing enough is that even in that moment, fam, it just like how I knew I liked music because I just had so much joy for like singing it. You know what I mean? Yo, this song hard. Like you can feel the emotion. Yeah. Like, yo, it's hard to sing. You know what I mean? Like
I was about to bring it up
kicking it, you know?
at the beginning because yo, dog, we were obsessed. That was like when we traveled to New York. It was probably like either you were grade 8 or some shit. I think I was grade 6. Dog, we were bumping it the whole time. 6 hours straight.
6 hours straight. We didn't play anything else, man.
Coach that was getting cheese.
Cheese, man. Cheese, you know.
What a time to be alive, bro.
Sick. And back to even to what you were saying, it's like I really learned the only time you fail at something is when you quit.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean,
but yes, what's it called? I just wanted to ask you one thing before we wrap this up. So what's coming next for you? What should they be on the lookout for, like in terms of you releasing music, or what's next for you?
Well, I'm looking to drop a next song. I had another video that I wanted to do. So, and I have another video I'm also recording. So I want to drop that probably in September, most likely in September, and just kind of keep the flow of music coming because I have a lot of music.
I went through it, just scrolling through, you know.
I have a lot of music, so I'm just really trying to get it out there. So and pretty much what I plan on doing is having like a project at some point, probably before summertime comes.
Next summer?
Next summer coming, yeah. And pretty much have like all these songs that I'm dropping as a part of the project. And then you know how everybody be doing these deluxes and shit. I want to do like a deluxe but Mandem edition.
Okay, with all features and shit.
All features with all the homies.
Yeah, you know
that's all features with all the homies. Like I'm talking like a bunch. Like, cause more times Mandem's be in the stew. Like as much as I go to the stew by myself. Yeah. I'll always be dragging a 1-2 homies sometimes to be like, yo, like just pull up and like, yo, see what I going, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of songs with the homies.
No, that's a good idea. I like to hear that shit still.
Homies, you know what I mean? Because like, yo, there's a lot of nice people out here. Even too, like, there's some shit that I've heard them just make themselves. I'm like, yo, dog, like, if we can get it on that kind of like, you remember I was saying that Chief Keef effect where you learn about G Herbo, all these then I know like, yo, the people that I'm around, like, yo, we'll be straight. We'll be straight if they ever did one of those things. If somebody like came up from here and is like, all right, yo, like, who's in that city? And I feel like we definitely need that. Like, and if everybody was working together and on that vibe, yo, bro, you know how easy it would be?
Yeah, I know. That's literally the blueprint, bro. The Chicago folks, bro. Look how many of them you could name. We shouldn't even know this many Chicago rappers. You know what I'm saying? But because of like Chief Keef and like all there's a few folks we know about the ops, all their little history that we shouldn't even know. You know?
Yeah, like, even too. Imagine next city's ops and all these kind of things but you won't even bump a person that's like around your ends. The thing is, I feel like a lot of like certain situations, people are prejudiced to people that are around them because like think of it. Like I even said this one time, like I've seen people show more love to people that didn't didn't know them than the ones that would be at their eulogy if you had a situation and you died.
Yeah, the man's like he ain't even meet Lil Baby, but he'll go post his music.
He'll go post, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. I try to post everybody, you know what I mean? Because as much as I fuck with like artists like Lil Baby or any of these other niggas, I'll be posting my city as much as that. I'll be posting other artists and like that aren't like as big as these guys as much as that. Because I don't understand how you could show love to someone that you don't necessarily know. You know what I mean?
That's true. Like, cause that was literally the perfect bar. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make no sense to really support him. Like, post down the story. What does that do for him or you?
Nothing.
But at least if it's someone local, it's like maybe a few more folks might see it or something, you know?
And one thing I was also saying to a homie that, like, actually today, you see the rappers that come out and, like, they're fully masked. You don't know their face? One of the smartest things I swear a nigga could do. The reason why is because if you don't know them, like, especially if they're not out here, like, you see if they're just a goofy without the mask, then you're gonna know them. You know what I mean? But it's just like, there's some artists that are like literally like they're just masked up and you don't know who it is. I get it. I get why you do it.
Yeah.
Because there's no prejudice from anyone.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's like you could have, let's say you fucked the nigga's bitch or whatever, da da da. He knows you, da da da. He sees you bumping music. He's not gonna fuck with your music. He's gonna be like, fuck this nigga, he da da da. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But you could be that same nigga masked up. He won't even know it's you. He bumping the shit. It's prejudice. It's like it's almost like yo, like people are either prejudiced or they're hateful towards things that like I don't necessarily know how to say it, but just like they can see you. Like let's say you're a guy. There's a person that's super out of shape, and there's a person that's in shape. The guy that's in shape. I mean, the guy that's out of shape is gonna be like, yo, man. He's gonna feel a way sometimes to the guy that's in shape.
Yeah.
Especially if he has that mindset. He maybe has the mindset, I need to get like that. That's amazing. But then there's gonna always be that one fat guy that's gonna be like, yo, man, I hate how this guy's in shape, bro. Just because of that, it's like, yo, fam. That person could actually help your entire life, but you just hating on him for no reason. So I feel like a lot of music is a lot of very prejudice, and I always try to look from the lens of this new person is telling their story. No matter what, like I don't know that person, I don't know their life. They can be capping, they cannot be capping. End of the day, I didn't come to play Dr. Phil and decipher if this guy's doing this, that, and the third. I made music, you made music. All right, cool, my nigga.
Show love at the end of the day.
Show love. We both do the same thing. How could I hate on the next person doing the same thing as me? He probably has the same story as me too. But we don't know that. We don't communicate that. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna hate on him. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, real shit. We appreciate you coming out, showing, sharing some of your story. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%,
giving the folks, you know, some insight on you. You know, and what's to come. So we appreciate you taking the time. It's a great episode in the cut. You already know what time it is, my dog.
I want to say you're getting, because you brought it up way earlier before we leave. You said you got 24K in 3 weeks, right? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's big time.
Yeah,
like you
gotta give him his flowers.
So casually. Like, this is just something people do all the time. It's not something people do every time.
No, it's not. But it's just like I don't know if this is like something that like I really studied like Kobe for and shit like that. But like one of the big things he said on the games, like the job's not finished.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, just like yo, fam, any nigga can get 24K in 3 weeks. That's how I see it. It's like yo, it's time to come up. It's like okay, yeah, I could look sick to someone else, but like that's not my picture of what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like in my head, it's like, all right, if I really push my levels and I get these goals in my head and I hit these things, they're gonna call me amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it's me trying to fit that vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always look at it from that mentality, like Kobe, like yo, the job's not finished, and it's like what something can happen the next in a week, let's say, knock on wood, obviously, and I can't drop right now. I have to go do something. It's like yo, that's life. Like 24, that 24, whatever is not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? We have to stop looking at things that like, even though it's a milestone for me, it's a milestone for me. But it's like, we got to stop looking at things and like, we have to start pushing our levels a little bit. Let's try to be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the best way to end it off.
Yeah,
you know, the job's not finished.
The job's not finished. Job's not finished, bro. That's one Kobe boy. Job's not finished.